Hi, this is Ryan Fgrave with Just an Effing Minute. I try to keep these under 3 to 5 minutes, but this one might go a little bit more. But I'm going to show you quite a few tips, probably at least three. So let's get started. Today's going to be a configuration manager tip, configuration manager and PowerShell tip. So the first one is probably the quickest way to get into PowerShell with Configuration Manager, if you have the console open, is to just click this down arrow and click Connect via Windows PowerShell ISE. I do this all the time. It's a really nice way to open that up. So that's the first tip. It'll open up this ISE config file. If you want to keep it, you can do File Save As and save it somewhere. The second really quick tip here is if you wanted to run your PowerShell modules as a separate user, you can set this to do that. All that you have to do is do new PS drive and add the credential argument. Get credential, and now it will prompt me for credentials when I run the script. I'm not going to do it because I need to run it as the normal credentials, and quite frankly, I don't remember the password for this account. But you can do that. Okay, so then let's get into the meat of the tip today. So I wanted to look at the PowerShell commandlets for Configuration Manager, and when you run them, you don't get a ton of output, right? So you just get this. But when you run them with the Verbose switch, which is the tip of Verbose, you get exactly what they're doing. Verbose is amazing in the Config Manager PowerShell commandlets. They will tell you all the dirty, dark secrets of what they're doing. So for here, I ran get collection. It's telling me select star from collection where name equals collection 1. If I wanted to run Verbose on new CM application deployment, I can do that, and I can see exactly what it's running. So if I click in here, let's see, okay, it's done now. If I click in here and scroll up, I see first it's running select star from SMS application where localized display name equals test app. And then it runs a second select star from SMS application where model name equals the app name. It's running select star from SMS app twice. I'm not quite sure why. One of the things that you can do with this information is potentially reduce the amount of work it does on the back end. So if you look, I already have the application I want to deploy to in a variable. I've already gotten it. So let's see if we can reduce what it does at the beginning. So see, it calls us select star from SMS app twice. So let's instead look at here we can do input object and give it AP because that's what I named apt because I like to be a little weird there. Let me just fix that. APP. There we go. All right, so now if I run this, giving it that input object, I had this same issue before. Let's make sure everything's gone. Oh, it's because there's this. Oh, there's not a space at the end now. Okay, so run this. All right, there we go. If I look, I see here it's only doing one select star from SMS application. So it's only going to get the app once, and then it does the rest of the information. It'll make sure that the assignment doesn't exist already. Then it tells you it's going to perform a new application deployment, SMS app assignment, and run put here. One of the things that Verbose can also help you with is it can really help you do a sanity check. And one thing that I noticed when I was writing this, and I've noticed it in other times, Get CM application deployment has seemed to get worse and when I say worse, I mean slower, the longer or the more deployments I have, which didn't seem like I should be able to notice that, but I did. So this is one of the things I do when I try to prove something's slow or fast or something like that. I do a while true loop, and then I measure the command, and I just run this, run things like this. I do this all the time ad hoc, and I see, okay, so it's about 400 milliseconds. So 400 milliseconds with one. Let me just, okay, then I have a script over here where I'm going to create a bunch of deployments. I'm just going to create like 7. I have these running, and now if I flip back over here and look at the count, it was around 400 to 500 milliseconds consistently, and now as the count's going up, it's getting noticeably worse every single time, as you can see. And just to prove that it's not the script, like we're at 7 now, and the count's consistently 3 times worse, just going from 1 to 7. And it's not that my environment's crappy. If I do verbose to see what's happening with the sanity check and just run that line, does that not work? Oh, there we go. What is this command doing? So first off, what it does is it says select star from SMS deployment summary where feature type equals 1. So we're getting all of the deployments. And then for every single app deployment, it runs select star from application assignment where assignment ID equals deployment 1. Then select star from SMS app deployment where unique ID equals deployment 2. And so if you have 1,000 deployments, this command, get CM application deployment, will run 1001 WQL queries against your environment. So that's what I meant in the beginning when I said Verbose is going to show you the good and bad about the commandlets. It'll show you everything that they do, even if they do something that doesn't seem like it's the sanest way to do this. That's the tip for today. We went a little bit over the 5 minutes, but I think that we had a lot of good information. Thanks for watching.